There are 5 patterns in Emergence personality theory, and mind-body orientation is the one that determines the speed at which you interact with life. And so if you think about 2 radio stations, and one is 106.7 and the other one is 93.5, the station that is broadcasting at 106.7 is a faster carrier wave. In a sense, it is faster. But if you think about those 2 radio stations, does the content of 106.5 automatically more intelligent than the content at 93.5? Well, of course not. But our world thinks that it's true when it comes to people. And so the speed at which you find your words, the speed at which you think a thought through, the entire world has been biased, and I don't know a time when it wasn't. As long as people have been talking, the world has been biased toward the speedier person as far as words, latching onto ideas quickly, being able to parrot back things from reading more quickly. Okay, so a mind-first person has thoughts go first through their mind, and the majority of the content in a mind is words. Most of what we call thoughts are words. And so if you are mind first, you'll be following my words. If you are a body first person, you will be following the pitch, the tempo, the tenor, the sound of my voice. And the sound of my voice will be communicating a tremendous amount of information. Am I a warm person? Am I in a hurry? Am I pressuring you to learn? Am I an asshole? Am I detached from you? But all these things are in the sound of my voice. So as I said, I might be an asshole. The mind-first people will hear the word asshole and think an asshole. But the body-first people will feel what an asshole person is like. When you say that word, it will not be that you're thinking the word. You will be feeling that. You will have some kind of body dictionary, and that thing will be registering what it was like to sit in the presence of an asshole. So a body-first person senses life first as sensation through their body. Now consider the difference between how fast you can process words. I can talk really quickly and you can process that if you're mind first. Or a body first person could hear, that's a little uncomfortable, that's too fast. But if I now talk this slowly, I see smiles on the body first people's faces, and the mind first people's faces are glazed over. The eyes look like, what is that? So here's the first thing to really see, that the speed at which you communicate to a body first person or a mind first person is ideal in the middle. And that's what I try to talk at. I'm not thinking about what it is. I can feel me leaving behind body first people if I talk too fast. And I can feel myself leaving behind mind, right? And I can feel myself as the mind first people detach, and it's only about the speed. So again, now we have the 2 radio stations, 106.7, 93.5, and the speed at which I am saying my words and talking, right, faster and slower. And there is in the middle of this a tipping point. So when it passes this middle point, a body first person is more comfortable. When it passes this middle point the other way, a mind first person is more comfortable. And in the middle, there is this range where both kinds of body orientations are comfortable. Of course, the biggest thing here is the prejudice. The world is prejudiced for mind-first people and sees them as smarter. And it kills me. Because every child who's body first by 5 or 6 years old has already experienced terrible prejudice toward them And they have come to believe in some way that they're less intelligent because of the speed of their words. It is not the content. It's not that. And often a body-first child at 5 will say the most profound thing after not saying anything at all. And you go, oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, because you've been prejudiced and you think, well, that kid is not as smart. They're slow. This is what we even say about people who are less intelligent. They're slow. So the speed equates to intelligence or lack thereof. You're slow. You're really quick. You're quick. Yeah, okay. And so speed equals intelligence or lack thereof. It's in so many people's minds. And it's not true. Not true at all.